Have you really found replacements yet, or do you think there's guys that can through?
I think Rashawn will be a replacement. I think Dorsett will be a replacement. Obviously, Clive made some plays for us, and Michael James will do a great job for us. And again, we're missing. It's not just that you're looking for playmakers. We're missing 2 running backs and 5 wideouts from the offense right now. So we need to hit on those guys. We need to have some playmakers come from that group as well.
What, when you reviewed the film of the scrimmage, what I guess stood out to you that maybe you didn't see beforehand?
Yeah, again, for me as the head coach, you can't win. It's painful one way or the other. And in the first game, I thought we made a lot of X plays on offense, and we missed some tackles and gave up some explosive passes. And I think on this game, I think the defense clearly made the explosive plays, made the X plays in the game. But the defense tackled well. But the defense disrupted the football, which means deflection, pass breakup, interception. The best that they've been, certainly by percentage, that was the best that they were. And they finished better than they ever have. So, which means that they didn't get a lot of lows, not a lot of guys not finishing the play. So that equation is what, resulted in how they played. And you're seeing a lot of guys playing really physical football right now. We got a lot of, Casey Rogers was doing a nice job for us, was being physical. AJ was being physical. Finney was being physical. Kirby, Gianni. There were some physical plays in there. Of course, Denzel, Curtis Porter, Chick. So there was some, we need that. We need more of that, and we'll continue to build towards that.
How do you weigh the kind of the aggressiveness and the play of the defensive line versus what the offensive line was able to do, especially that scrimmage on Friday night?
Yeah, the defense won. That's it. We don't rub it in their face, but we show them the film, and there's no escaping that. Now the offense has got to respond. I think they did today. It was a very spirited workout, but I think the offense responded. But again, until we're the same team and same people every game and every day, we're going to have those, and we don't want that. Again, that's no different than being down 20-3 against UVA. What's going on? So we have to develop that habit that we play at this level, and I thought both sides came to play. That means the defense now has done it 2 practices in a row, and the offense rebounded.
Should the defense be ahead of the offense in the spring?
I don't really, again, that's like...
it's like an old axiom or whatever.
Yeah, it's urban legend, you know what I mean? I just think, the offense, threw for 300-something yards the first scrimmage. So, I don't think they were behind. I think the defense got them. I'm not an excuse guy. That's at the end of the story. We got to do a better job coaching, and we got to do a better job executing it. And clearly, we're missing right now on offense. We're missing 7 skill guys that need to come in and support us somehow.
So what's the perfect, when you're saying you can't win, it's painful one way or another, so what's the perfect scrimmage for you as a head coach?
Yeah.
What would you like to see then?
Just, again, if it's sharp, we execute, they're staying within, the design of the system, and then, guys are making plays and playing with energy and being in better condition. I thought we had a real good practice. That was we got back late Friday, and they were off Saturday, Sunday, and just kind of met today. So, about a 3-day layoff there, and came back on the 4th day and had a great practice. So, but for me, it's, this coordinator's happy one play, that coordinator's happy the other play, and I'm always unhappy. So, it's just the way it is.
If Denzel keeps playing as well as he did Friday, could you guys make the decision at the end of spring ball to leave him in linebacker, or do you want to wait until August to see how that sorts out?
Again, what would you do, Barry, after watching Friday night? I think we're going to leave him right there. If he goes in there, and he went in there for 3 practices now, and he sees it, and he's instinctive, and it doesn't slow him down from making plays, we know we can always move him back out to Will, but he really has been playing at a high level, and I like his approach right now. He's got to become a little bit more process-oriented so that it becomes just habit. This is how we study, this is how we prepare, this is how we work in the weight room, but if he gets that, he'll be fine.
Just your thoughts on Ray, just an update how he's been doing this week.
Yeah, he's doing good. Again, we're looking for consistency there, and then just don't press. Let the system take you to the play. And then when you have plays, capitalize on them. But clearly he's learning better, he's moving better, so I'm encouraged by that. But I'm encouraged by the depth we have at that position now. There's a lot of competition. All of a sudden, the competition at safety and linebacker went from being very tenuous to now being very palpable in the room. You can sense guys know that they're interchangeable, and that's good for our team.
I know you have Gudis doing the extra points in the scrimmages. Is there any chance they'll do that in games, or is that just, get him a little bit of ticks here and there?
No, actually, we're just rotating them, so if that's the way it shook
That's
out,
fine.
yeah, so, but we'll rotate them. They just rotate every kick. It's really not their show right now. They'll get a lot more work in preseason.
I'm not sure if you were asked about, but Ray Armstrong, how has he been performing through 3 weeks this winter?
I think he's doing a good job. I think he had a good off-season program. As I just said, I just think there's more competition there. There's more guys that are interchangeable. But I think he's focusing on the things that he has to do better. And I just think he just got to settle down and not press. Let the plays come to him. Just stay with the techniques, stay with the assignment, and let the plays come.
Do you find that he's doing that still this spring a little bit?
A little bit, but again, we're just trying to settle him down and just trust your eyes, discipline your eyes, trust your technique, and everything else will take care of itself.
The last thing we probably wanted to see was a couple more injured guys, but CJ, I guess, and Shannon.
Yeah, both those guys will be out for the remaining 4 practices. But the reality is they'll be back fairly quickly. Same thing with Feliciano. So it's not going to be something that we'll be wondering in August whether they're coming back or not. I think, if you recall, I think Forston was like that last year. I think we were worried about whether or not he was going to be ready for camp. But I don't. It's not the same scenario. They'll be back. Some of it is just very proactive.
Are any of the guys that are out for spring having surgery, or?
Again, until everything is complete, I hate commenting on that. We'll release it when it's, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just, because I don't know where the communication is with their families and all that, so I always like to do it from the doctors. We usually release it through Chris and LaTanya, once we know.
As far as Shayon, what did you see from him from the time he was healthy this spring?
I think he arguably is, the most improved player on defense right now. There's a lot of those guys. AJ just walked in, KC Rogers, Eddie Johnson, Kelvin Kane. There's a lot of guys that have improved. I think Shayon, really went from being a tough, rugged guy to being a guy who was making plays. Had some luck, was healthy. And again, I know it's a setback for him, but he's so tough. I just think he'll overcome this. This is not a major deal.
Al, Shane McDermott, how's it sort of look there at